It's Bond through the ages.
Potential. That shit crushes your spirit. It really does. It crushes your soul.
So, as you may have realized by now, we added some more stuff to the background. We added a Guinness World Records 2019 book, so that's interesting. And this is good. Praying goals, because this was around the time of the football thing. I don't know. I don't watch stupid nerdy shit like football. I only watch Bond movies. 14 of them. Also, I don't remember if this was in the last video, but I'm not sure if you guys can see this. It's a Jar Jar Binks thing. I made this in school. It is a thing. And of course we got Dream Big. Right over here. Great message. Dream big. Dream big. Dream bigger than this. This whatever this web series is. God, I don't do it. Oh God, this episode drained the life out of me. I'm not kidding. God. Probably not for the reasons you may think, but let's just get into this. So last month we talked about the Sean Connery movies. Now we're talking about Roger Moore. But then 7 movies, all 7 Roger Moore movies. Fuck me. Let's just fuck it. Just get into it. Live and Let Die. Yeah, that one. So these Roger Moore movies are kind of known as the dumbest Bond movies ever, and I can see where they're coming from. But that's kind of what I like about this one, is that it's stupid, and it knows it's stupid, and it just has fun with it. It's better than most, if not. I think this is my favorite one so far. Yeah, this is the best Bond movie so far, just because it's not boring action with dull characters and dull B plots and just dull everything. The villains, they're not great. I don't know what they want, but I just remember there's a guy with a hook for a hand, and he's weird, and there's a guy that like Bond shoots, and then he just just like lives again. I don't know. It's stupid. I like it. It's what I want out of these Bond movies. As I said in the last video, I don't need them to be masterpieces of whatever. Just having be fun. This movie still is very flawed, and it is not great. It's not something you should necessarily watch. It's not something I will ever watch again personally. For example, the love interest in this is so bad. There's a female agent in this, and at first, Bond is trying to hit on her and whatever, and she's like, "No, get out, fuck off, bitch." And then it's like, "Oh, okay, cool." So finally, there's a girl in this that doesn't want to immediately sleep with Bond, and then 2 seconds later, she just she gets scared by a spider, and then she sleeps with. It's so sick. And then and then she just dies. She's so incompetent in this movie. She pulls a gun on this person that she thinks is like about to kill Bond, but then it turns out, oh no, he's another agent, and it turns out, so then they make fun of her, and then it turns out that the gun had the safety on, so she wouldn't. It's so, oh god, it's we were pretty close to having like the first female agent in these Bond movies actually be, interesting, but I guess this is better. Other than that, there's it's just fun. There's a scene where Bond jumps on some crocodiles. It's pretty fun stuff. Uh, th- oh my god, I almost forgot. There's this character. Oh god, there's this cop, and he is the worst redneck stereotype you could ever think of. He's like he's like chewing all the time. He's like actually spit. Sorry, actually spit, and he's like, "God damn these sons of guns," and he talks about his brother-in-law, whose name is literally Billy Bob. It it's like it's something I'd make up when I was 10, and I was just making up like an adult character. It's like a train wreck unfolding before your very eyes. It's mesmerizing. That's about it. Okay movie. 7.4 out of 10. Yeah, watch it. It's good. It's the best one so far. It's pretty good. On to the next one, which I forgot. What's it called? Oh yeah. So, the man with the golden gun. This one is good. It's fun. It's funny. It's entertaining. It's good. Uh, the villain, Christopher Lee. I don't know his actual name, but he's played by Christopher Lee. He's he's good. I think. I don't remember. I don't remember what he. Well, I don't remember what his motivation is. He has a little dwarf character. Uh, that's funny. Oh, at the end, Bond shoves the dwarf into a fucking briefcase, and I think he like throws him off like a boat or something. It's just. um, God, this is why I love movies. Shut it. I'm sorry. So, yeah. All right. So, so just for any Bond filmmakers out there, if you're making a Bond movie, if you're in charge of making a Bond movie, add in a dwarf character. That's gonna make me like the movie, like because in Goldfinger there was a dwarf character, fucking hilarious. The guy with the top hat threw it through his fucking hand as a stone statue and cut his head off. Great, and so is this one. Incredible. There's a scene where like a car, it there's like this river thingy, and there's like two sides to it. There's like one side roads on either side, and there's like a little part of a bridge, and so what Bond does, he he drives he drives the car off the bridge, and it does like a little spin in the air, and there's a slide whistle effect, and then it just lands onto the fucking ground on the other side. Other than that, there's oh god, fuck, I forgot him again. Uh, the redneck character's back. You know that guy? Yeah, he's back, and he's like in the last one he was in like 3 scenes. This one he's like a full-on side character. He gets arrested. No, at the end he gets arrested by was it the Chinese police? I don't know. By some police in some foreign country, and and he's just never seen again. Like that's like, and that is my favorite part of the movie because I fucking hate him. He's so annoying. You may have the impression that I think he's so funny, like it's so bad it's funny, but no, I just hate him. I just hate him. Just hate him. There's this character. There's this female agent. She's a little bit more competent than the last one, but uh, Bond and her have like a relationship going on where it's like, oh, they know each other for like they've known each other for 2 years, but we've only just met her now. So that's it's kind of weird. You're just meant to know who this is, but I don't. So it kind of feels off. Oh, another thing. Speaking of relationships, Bond and Moneypenny, Roger Moore, and the woman who plays Moneypenny. I don't know what her name is, but they don't have chemistry at all. Their flirting feels kind of forced. You know, in the last ones it was like, oh, that's cute, I guess. Like in the Sean Connery ones, it's cute, but in this one, it's just not. It's a little off. But oh, whatever. What are you gonna do? She's only in like one scene per movie, so it's not a big deal. I think I gave this a 7.6. Where the hell is my phone? Where the fuck's my phone? Oh, there it is. I'm gonna just double check. Okay, I forgot to write it down. Just say 7.6. Next up, The Spy Who Loved Me. More like, I loved this movie. Wait, I forgot to write my notes before turning on the camera. Wait. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this is the best Roger Moore movie, and like everyone, that's what everyone says. Everyone thinks that this is the best Roger Moore movie, and I agree. I I like this movie a lot. This is my favorite Bond movie so far. It's just good. It's a genuinely good movie. The action is it's actually tense. They don't really use a lot of music, but like it's kind of like an On Her Majesty's Secret Service, but like actually like better edited. There's like lots of cool like angles they use, and it's genuinely good. It's genuinely good. I really enjoyed it. There are some scenes where you can clearly tell like it's miniatures, using miniatures. But that's really just like a little nitpick. It's only like 3 shots. The villain has like this cool like shark room where he like uh, drops people into like a room full of sharks, eats them. It's cool. I sound like a 10-year-old, which I am. I believe this is the one that started the. Yeah, I believe this. Yeah, this is the one that started the ongoing joke in the Bond movies where oh the guys the M is like, where's Bond, and then they find a camera and oh, he's sleeping with a woman. He's like, oh, Bond. It's not very funny, but they keep on using it. Oh yes. This is the introduction of. I know this is not. Andre the Giant does not play this character, but he looks like Andre the Giant, kind of, sort of. So I'm gonna call him. It's the introduction of him, and I really like him. He's really stupid. He just has like giant metal like jaws for teeth, and he like bites people and kills them. And there's the scene where he bites a shark and just kills it. It's funny as shit. There's a funny scene where Bond. This is ironically funny. There's, at the beginning, Bond just drops from like a cliff or something. So it's really just I'd say like a 10-second long shot where there's no music and it's him just slowly falling. And it's mesmerizing almost. It's so good. So yeah, I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. Yeah, my first 8 out of 10, and possibly only 8 out of 10 uh, ever in the Bond movies. Or maybe there's going to be another 8 out of 10 later on in this video. You never know. Stick around, because I know most of you don't watch my videos till the end. Okay? Here's my feelings. So Moonraker, this is the one everyone says is the dumbest of the Roger Moore movies. It's the worst one. Fuck those people. Alright, that's it. Next movie. Alright, no. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I actually want to talk about this movie because most of you will disagree with me. But I like this. First of all, from the beginning, awesome. There's the opening scene is Andre the Giant. Yes, Andre the Giant does return from the last movie. That I don't think that ever really happens, other than with the bald guy. You know, a villain returns in another Bond movie. It's cool. It's nice, and Andre the Giant and Bond jump out of the fucking plane, and it's like the scene of Mission Impossible Fallout, but a little worse. And it's like it actually feels exhilarating and real because I'm pretty sure it was real. I'm pretty sure they actually like got two people to like actually jump out of like plane. But regardless, still a pretty cool scene. I have to sneeze. No, you don't. What else? I fuck. See, because I took a little break and I completely forgot what I was gonna. Oh yeah, the action is pretty good. I like it all around. It's good. It's not quite as good as the last one, but it's still nice. I especially like the one with the Asian man. Bond fights an Asian man in this movie, and they go into like a clock tower. It's really nice lighting, and then I think Bond kicks like the Asian guy out of the the clock thing, the glass thing. It's cool. Some other action scenes aren't quite as good. Like the one where Bond and Andre the Giant are like fighting on like these what are those cart things in the sky, and they like take you up the there's like a rope, and they like take you up and down, whatever. Yeah, they fight on two of those, and it's not very interesting. It's fine. Not a lot of like interesting angles or movement. Just whatever. But there's a scene like right afterwards where Andre the Giant crashes like one of the carts into like a 7-Up building. I'm calling it a 7-Up building because it's literally just a building that says 7-Up on it. So I'm calling it the 7-Up building, and he crashes into it, and it's a cool effect. And there's a bunch of other 7-Up things in the building. I don't know, but I think it's meant to be a restaurant, but I don't know. From my knowledge, there's no 7-Up restaurant, so it's just a 7-Up building. I actually like the villain in this one. He's quite interesting. He's got a weird god complex going on. It's fun. He dies by being sent out into space. Andre the Giant has right after he crashes into the 7-Up building, he falls in love with a girl. He just sees a girl, and they just immediately fall in love. It's both the worst and best thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And then he has a change of heart later on because of it, and it's nice and it's sweet. I like it. It's cute. It's cute. Or is it? I don't know. I don't know if I like this movie like because it's actually good, or just because I don't know. I like fun movies. I will give it a 7.8 out of 10. You may be thinking, oh, well, you liked it so much. Why did you give it such a low score? I think it's because these Bond movies, they're not movies I'd ever watch again. They're just like, oh, I'm gonna watch them once, and I had fun watching it, but I'll never. I don't feel any urge to rewatch it, or I don't really think about it after this. After I watch it, apart from recording this, but this is the last Bond movie that I actually had fun watching, because the next few made me miserable. These watching these movies, the days in which I watched them were some of the worst days of my life, or at least of this year probably. It was miserable. I was miserable watching these movies. It was hell. So be sure to stick around and see me lose my mind. Okay. Okay, fuck you. For your eyes only. I just got a notification. For your eyes only. This. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Before I really get into this, I just want to talk about the opening scene. This is the worst opening scene of any Bond movie ever. It is it's unbelievable how bad it is. Okay, so it starts off in this graveyard, and Bond is like, oh, my wife died, and I was like, oh my god, they actually fucking mentioned his wife dying. That's cool. And then Spectre returned, the bald guy, and I was like, oh shit, he's gonna be the bad guy in this. Oh shit, it's been like 5 fucking movies finally, Jesus. And what happens next? I don't want to say this, but fuck. So what unravels next is one of the worst things ever. He's taken into a helicopter, Bond is, and then Spectre somehow kills the pilot of the helicopter, and then starts controlling the helicopter like with like a remote or something, and he's on some like the Spectre guy, he's on some fucking on some building. Just out in the open, just on top of like a building roof or something, and he's just controlling it. And then Bond someone gets a hold of, someone manages to control the fucking thing, and he picked he picks up Spectre guy on the thing on the bottom of the helicopter, the thing. I'm gonna show a picture of it. You know that thing? Yeah. He like he catches him with it, and he just drops him into a nuclear reactor. You never even get to see Spectre guy's face. It's just a guy in a bald cap, and then there's a hilarious shot where it's not even a person, it's just like a weird rag doll or something. And the cat is in it for like one shot. And that's how he dies. That's how Spectre guy dies. The greatest Bond villain ever is just killed, just like that, just in the opening scene of random movies, never mentioned again. It's just fuck me. I understand they probably did this because I don't know, because maybe the actor died or something, probably. But at that point, he hasn't been in a movie for five movies. He hasn't even been mentioned. So, I mean, at that point, just don't have him in there. I mean, I would have been fine with it. Yeah, anyway, after that, it kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth, but don't worry, the rest of the movie's just as mediocre. Actually, it's not the worst. It's got some okay scenes. It's not awful. It's fine. What am I doing? I told you this movie would fucking ruin me. There's the female lead is, they try to make her like a strong, independent woman, but her entire motivation is it's hell bent on getting revenge for her father's death, and she never even gets like revenge on the guy, and uh, if this part doesn't make any sense, it's because the movie is so messy. Oh god. Oh my fucking god. Anyway, no. So basically, what happens is, her father dies, and her mother and her father dies, but she only ever talks about her father, because whatever. Because I'm not gonna get into that. And then she's like, I'm gonna kill the guy who killed my father, and then Bond's like, no, revenge is bad. And then she's like, no, and then at the end she has a crossbow, and she's like, I'm gonna I'm gonna kill him, and then the guy he just gets stabbed by another guy, and then that's it, that's the whole thing. She doesn't learn anything about revenge. There's nothing interesting going on with that. It's just lazy fucking writing, because the writers are hacks, and fuck you, writers, fuck you. I'm sorry, that's me. I'm sorry, that's me. That's me. You tried your best, but fuck you. Fuck you. I'm depressed. This makes me depressed. I'm gonna be depressed while I'm editing this part. Editing Radic, are you depressed right now? I'm okay. I'm doing okay. And then, then to top it all off, at the end, she just sleeps with Bond. Cause fuck it. They never had any sexual tension. They never showed any sexual attraction to one another. They just sleep with each other. Cause it's a Bond movie, and you gotta sleep with a woman. And he sleeps with like 10 other women in this movie. Is that not enough? Is that not enough for you horny motherfucker writers? Fuck you. Fuck you all. Why did I gave this a 7.4. It's way too high. Why the fuck is this? Maybe did I miss something? Wait, in my notes. No. Why did I give this a 7.4? What the fuck? I literally didn't write a single positive fucking note in my notes. And yet I gave it a 7. What the Next movie, fuck you. Okay. Octopussy. This is the movie that I didn't pay attention to a lot because I watched the first 40 minutes. I was just so bored, I think. So I was just like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna edit. I'm just gonna edit the episode 2 of Harold and Chad, which I really recommend you guys watch the first episode because the first episode's really good, and the second episode's going to be even better. It's got a lot of crazy shit, you know. I think Will Smith actually appears in scenes. Great stuff. He talks about his work on Shark Tale. It's great stuff. You know, Will Ferrell's there too. But I just started editing, and honestly, this is the way these Bond movies are meant to be watched. They're not meant to be watched on the big screen. They're not meant to be watched while you're not while you write notes and you're like, oh the cinematography in this scene is unbalanced, or whatever the fucking pretentious people say. Editor put in a montage of me saying cinematography a lot. The cinematography is very mediocre. The cinematography, and once again, the cinematography, and the way that these movies were meant to be watched is just while doing something else, and then maybe an action scene or a specific moment catches your eye, like, oh, that's cool, and then you watch it for like a second, and then you're like, okay, that's over, so I'm just gonna go back to doing this, and you maybe catch some like lines, some funny lines, or whatever, maybe you write them down in your notes, and then it's over, and you never think about it again. That's how these movies are meant to be watched. Octopussy is not a great movie. It's fine. It's a 6.8 out of 10. That's too high probably, but I don't give a fuck anymore. Watch Harold and Chad. Give me money. Fuck you all. Final movie. What's it called? I watched it yesterday. Oh, whatever. And so, it ends. My curse ends. For now, for a month. This... I did not pay attention to this movie a lot. I watched a little bit, then I started editing, then for the last like 40 minutes I just decided to stop editing and just actually focus on the movie. Maybe there is something in here. Maybe there is something in here. No, there wasn't. It's a waste of your time. These Bond movies are a waste of your time. At least these last three. They're all the fucking same. All these. I've watched 14 of them. They haven't changed a lot. Okay. There was a brief spike. For like a couple, for like 2 or 3 movies where I was like, oh my god, these movies are getting good. And I went right back to this shit. I don't even know what this movie's fucking called. I just looked on my notes. The View to Kill. View to a Kill. That's what it's called. Who cares? What was that guy from The guy from Nine Lives, he's in this. Not the pedophile, the other one. Uh, yeah, he's in this. He's an okay villain. Uh, it's literally just a plot to Goldfinger. Uh, yeah, I don't like this one. Don't. Honestly, uh, I think this movie, it made me kind of depressed. Honestly, this is like yesterday when I watched this, I was just miserable the whole day. I was just like, I don't like movies anymore. Why do I do this stuff? Honestly, I'm just talking about it. I'm actually contemplating why I do stuff just now. Um, I, however, I watched a movie by Paul Thomas Anderson, Punch Drunk Love. A fantastic movie, honestly, great movie. Watch it. Didn't make me feel a whole lot better, but I realized maybe movies are all right. Maybe I should continue, wanting to make movies. You know what though? You know what? I'm I'm kind of glad that I did this though. I was depressed for a while, but you know what? I'm happy that I went through with it. Because if I hadn't gone through with it, if I had just stopped after Octopussy, I would have regretted it, and I wouldn't have, made had a bit of fun making this video. Just even if no one watches it, at least I had fun. At least I had fun. That's all that matters to me. And I guess whatever. We all die anyway, so I might as well just have some fun with it. Take a few risks, and dream big.
You, I guess you moved on really easily. Found a new girl and it only took a couple weeks. Remember when you said that you wanted to give me the world?
Fuck the writers.